Continuing from part 1. My dad always worked nights, leaving just me and my mum in the house alone. In the living room, we had one computer at the time. My mum was on it one night, and I stood behind her and watched her as we spoke to each other. I then felt a hand grab me on my shoulder from behind. I turned around and no one was there, and my dad wasn't home yet. Another night I was asleep, until I was woken up by my Furby toy on the shelf making noises. I turned the lights on and walked over to the Furby to switch it off, but the switch was already off. Eventually, I began to have nightmares. It always felt very vivid and real. The dream was me tied up with rope to an old bed with springs, and no mattress in my very same bedroom. I would be yanking my arms and legs trying to flee, but I could never escape, no matter how hard I tried. I had the same nightmare every single night, and sometimes it would result in 3 claw marks on my stomach. Looking into it now, that's a sign of a demonic entity. I couldn't handle being alone in my room anymore. I would come crying to my parents and demand not to sleep in my bedroom anymore. I then started to sleepwalk. I would scream my lungs out for my parents to shut the window, don't let him in. Over time, my mom would hear walking on the floorboards in the middle of the night while dad was at work, but nobody was in the house. Follow for part 3.